Welcome to episode 97 of Cougs on Cougs. We are fast approaching episode 100.
Really close.
It's crazy. I think we are going to do something really exciting for our 100th episode, so stay tuned. I think we'll have info on that within the next couple of weeks.
Yes,
we will.
But
after that teaser, of course, we're coming off 2 basketball wins, so let's start with our quote of the week. By the way, we're coming at you a day late because of Martin Luther King Day.
And he is our quote of the week, of course. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Which is good. That would have been a good quote for our football team last year. But, yeah.
Amen. I think there were some points where we were crawling, but all that matters is that you keep moving, said Martin Luther King Jr. So we are going to start with couch coaching. Like we said, 2 wins feels wonderful. Hope we have the streak continuing. But we've got our really good friend Ashley Anderson here. Yay. We haven't had a couch coach guest in forever, but we finally have one, so we will bring her on.
Okay, Ashley Anderson is here for Coaching from the Couch.
Hey. Welcome.
It's nice to finally have you here.
Good to be here.
If you don't follow Ashley, you need to. She is at Ashley_1289 on Twitter. Ashley's a fellow lawyer with me, so it's always nice to have another female lawyer on the set, too.
Gosh, I feel like I'm always overpowered by lawyers on this show.
I know, it's great. It's a good time.
Good growth. It's fine. So we're going to couch coach 2 wins. First win over Pepperdine, 83-63. That one was at home at the Marriott Center.
It was a good
then
one.
The Cougars went on the road to Santa Clara and won big time, 84-50. That was a very dominant performance.
It's a relaxing game.
Yeah.
I like
it. So on that note, it was kind of hard to pick what went wrong because you've got 2 wins by a lot. But we still found a couple things that we'd like to see some improvement on because you can always get better, right? I don't think they're sitting in practice like, everything's perfect. We're good to
Great,
go.
Great, guys. Yep. Nothing to work on.
We're gonna put our coaching caps on. So, Coach Tyler, what went wrong for you?
For me, I still feel like we have a problem closing out the end of halves. Not just at the end of the games, but sometimes just at the end of halftime. You seem, I don't know if it's just like the time left or if we just get sloppy or what it is, but we seem to have more turnovers than usual and maybe take some more shots than we normally would.
Yeah.
So, especially in those last like 2 minutes and under, and it's not just these last 2 games, it's kind of been most of the season.
Yeah, we definitely did on the
especially
game.
Heading
Pacific
into halftime.
Game, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I like to see is more focus those last couple minutes, keep it rolling, keep it pushing, especially if you're up. Don't let them go on a run. Don't turn the ball over. Take your time and get good shots.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Coach Anderson, what do you think?
So mine is getting more points from the bench players. Kind of even going with Jess said, I remember at the end of the Pepperdine game last week, and we had 79 points. Was waiting for that 80 to get the Sonic dream.
Wanted Sonic.
And it seemed like we went minutes without getting a basket because all the bench players were there, and thought it was so easy to get that 1 point. So I know in both of the games it was about like 18 points that bench players got, which is decent, but just getting more so we're not just relying on our starters the whole time.
For me, this is like the easiest thing to pick for what went wrong, whether you're winning or losing, I feel like, but I had to go with free throws. So, great night against Santa Clara. Yoli did not miss a free throw against Santa Clara. I
appreciate that work, Yoli.
I hate to pick on him, but at the same time, I have to because he missed 6 free throws against Pepperdine. 6! He missed 6 by himself. I'd be okay with the whole team missing 6 on the night, but with Yoli missing 6 himself, and then here's the thing. Luke missed 2, TJ missed 1, and those are all the free throws we missed. Yoli is going to be going to the line a lot, and he needs to be an asset, not a liability. And I know it's hard for these big men, and traditionally, historically, big men are not good free throw shooters, but why does it have to be that way? Which game was it where Luke airballed the free throw, by the way? That was hilarious.
Was that this week?
It was at Pepperdine. Yeah. It was at home against Pepperdine. Yeah. It's always nicer when you do that at home instead of when you do it on the road, right?
And all the students make fun of you.
So free throw shooting in Pepperdine, not good. Missed 9. Don't want to see that happening. So
but Elijah's on a streak, isn't he?
Yep, I think he's made 15 straight. But you know what? TJ missed 1 in Pepperdine. I've seen Jashir missing some, and he's usually really reliable. So I named Yoli by name, of course, because he's shooting a lot. But there are other guys who are missing him who should not be missing him. So, okay, let's move on to what went right, because there was plenty that went right in these games. I can't believe we held Santa Clara to 50 points.
That was awesome.
On the road.
On the road.
So awesome.
On the road. It makes me very happy.
Hashtag defense travels. All right, Coach Tyler, what do you got?
Yeah, so I do really like where we're holding teams and that we're getting them down pretty low scoring. And a lot of that has to do with the stops we're getting on defense. A lot of times we're getting blocks, steals, turnovers, all that kind of stuff that prevents them from even shooting, which is really nice too.
Totally.
So my one right comes from, actually Yoli said this on Sports Nation yesterday. He said that BYU had 11 kills at Santa Clara. So if you've forgotten what that is, this is something that Coach Schroyer implemented.
Yeah.
Is that he wants them to get 3 stops in a row. And I think at least, what do you say, at least 3 times a game?
Yeah.
But they did that 11 times against Santa Clara.
Wow.
So 11 times they had 3 stops in a row. So that equals 33 stops. So I guess that was their season high.
That's why they scored 50. Hello. Coach Anderson, what went right for you?
Okay, so actually Yoli Childs overall went right for me.
There we go. It all balances out. We pick on him, but we love him.
Yeah, had some issues, but, and getting Santa Clara, he almost had a triple-double.
Yeah.
He had a second consecutive double-double, and I think it was his 8th or 9th row of the season, or not in a row, but of the whole season. So, he's on fire, and when he's playing well, the team does well, and usually we end up winning, so.
Yeah, he came out on fire. It was the first however many minutes, he had, all but 2 of our points, right?
He was everything, because Elijah wasn't scoring, and
that was the game I was listening on the radio. And it was literally, like Greg Abel was saying his name every 5 seconds because it was either he was shooting and scoring, he was blocking, he was rebounding, or he was assisting.
Totally. And the best part was it was his birthday.
Yes. Yeah, it was
so exciting.
Fun.
Good birthday for him.
Yes, for
Good
sure.
birthday for all of us.
Awesome. For me, I also chose a singular player for my what went right, and it had to be TJ Haws, for sure.
Of course.
Yes. So he has had his struggles this season. That's not me being critical. That is statistics. We have seen some ugly statistics about TJ Haws this year. But none of them are going to come from Saturday. He played great. I think he had 14 points. I think he was 4 for 5 on 3. To see him hitting threes like that again was just like healing balm. I was like, oh,
it felt really good.
3-pointers from not Elijah. So Zach was in double digits too. He had 11. Why did we lose to Pacific? Because only Elijah and Yoli decided to show up. If TJ would have been there, if Zach would have been there, you win by double digits, right?
Definitely.
So that's my what went right, because it makes all the difference in the world. Just to go along with this tweet from Greg Rebel, just showed that everything was kind of going right for everyone on Saturday. Yep. Yoli Childs has scored more than 10 in 17 straight games. Zach Sellies had 11 points. That's his season high that he tied. Jashir had 5 assists, which he could have been my what went right. His passing is just phenomenal. I'm obsessed with Jashir. And Rylan Bergerson had 4 points. And then, let's not forget to mention, there's that free throw streak we talked about. Elijah's at 15. And should we also mention that he had a double-double as well?
Right.
So if Eli and Yoli are giving you double-doubles and TJ and Zach are scoring in double digits, who's beating us?
You can win everything with that happening.
There we go. There's coaching from the couch. We've got LMU and San Diego in town this week. Thanks, Ashley.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're going to do a really fun/funny Cougs and Culture segment.
This was fun to research.
Yes, it really was. And all credit has to go to Mike Shamo, who is at ShamoML17. Be sure to follow him. We are just really thinking of giving him actual producer credit because I feel like he comes up with our best segments. So
seriously,
Mike,
was so fun.
The job's open. It doesn't pay anything. So the main point of this segment, we're going with the worst mascots angle. That's the angle we're taking. The main point of this segment and the main idea that Mike brought up to me, and I knew we had to go with it, McKay Cannon's high school mascot is a russet potato.
Shelley, Idaho, russet.
He is a the Shelley High School russet. Legit just a potato.
Which, like, I
We've
know.
got an
I'm from
Idaho
Idaho,
girl
so I have
here.
to
She's
defend
gonna
this
defend
a little
it.
bit.
She is, and
they are
there's
Eastern
no
Idaho,
defense.
though, and that's a different thing. But
she's disowning it.
Potatoes can be really big and heavy and hard, and there's potato guns. Right? That's a thing.
Yeah, that would be maybe cool if their mascot had that, but their mascot is literally just like this brown blob that wears a gym outfit these days. So we'll put up the gym outfit, but also it used to be called King Spud and wear a crown.
Spud.
What does that
like
mean,
that.
Idaho person?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Potatoes are king in Idaho.
Whatever it means.
I don't know.
That is a terrible, terrible mascot.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot better things
So,
out
yeah,
there.
and, Mike Shamo, I don't know how he knew this. He is a wealth of fun facts, but it's so funny because now McKay made a 3 and he tweeted out 3 potato emojis, and everyone was probably super confused. Now you know. That's why. McKay Cannon is our Spud King. I'm going to start calling him that. I don't care.
His new nickname? Spud
King.
That's great.
All right, next.
So we went through the team roster and pulled out our 5 worst mascots. So
most of them were pretty normal, to their credit.
Yeah, McKay Cannon's first. Ryan Andrus, American Fork High School. They're the Cavemen.
If you didn't already know.
Which, I don't know if they do the same as CUNA High School, where I'm from, but their women are the Lady Cavemen. So
I'm pretty sure they do.
Do that, Lady Cavemen? I always thought
I just have no excuse for that. Were there cave... Like, this part of the country wasn't settled for... I mean, maybe there were cavemen here. I mean, it's a long shot.
I know. Are people scared of cavemen? I don't...
Also, another thing. No, I don't think so because of the Flintstones. Aren't they cavemen?
Yeah.
They're nice.
Or the Cougs. More recent.
So, cavemen, terrible mascot, obviously. Yes. Yoli Childs, love him. Went to Bingham High School. The Miners.
I mean...
I have the picture of the Miner, and it's terrifying. It's like Wake Forest Demon Deacon. It just looks like there's just something so wrong because it's not like an actual person who's their mascot. They wear like a head, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, the heads are always weird.
Yeah. So a Miner is like, you could maybe justify it. They have all their cool axes and stuff, but their mascot is creepy. Next, this one is weird.
Evan Troy, Mark Morris High School, and they are the Monarchs. But like the Kings, not like the monarch butterflies.
Yeah. So I was really confused. I thought it was a butterfly, which I thought was going to be hilarious, but then I was Googling it, and it's a lion that's wearing a crown. So, like, because, lions are king of royalty. The jungle. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's better than the butterflies.
It is better than a butterfly. I will say about their mascot, because I saw a picture of it, there's like a gaping hole in the headpiece so you can see the face of the student.
Who's in there?
Which ruins the entire point of mascots.
Yeah, no, that's bad. What was your high school mascot?
Warrior. Very normal.
Oh, Warrior.
What was yours?
We're the Patriots.
Oh, see, I feel like those are both very good mascots.
Yeah, that was good.
All right. Our last one, this is Luke Worthington, who went to Homestead High School in a town in Wisconsin that I cannot pronounce.
Homestead
does sound quaint. Their mascot is Angus the Highlander, which if it was just a Highlander, I don't think I would have given him a hard time, but it is a specific Angus. His name is Angus. Angus the Highlander, also terrifying. I will put up a picture of him. Is that even like
a Scottish name?
And
maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Scottish to me, but you'd have to assume maybe the town was founded by Scots, but based on the name of the town, I want to say it was founded by Native Americans. Maybe it was Native Americans who loved Scottish people.
I doubt it.
Which is super common, right? That's the great part with all these mascots. It's like, why? Why did they choose them? They're all bad. So there you go. There are the people on BYU Basketball with the worst mascots. Maybe we'll do this during football season. We'll have a lot more variety.
Sure.
But it'll probably take a while to go through that roster.
Oh, we'll take a while.
So, Mike Shamo did share these bonus bad mascots with us. So, we did pretty well with our BYU basketball one. I'd say the potato is the worst. But there are some schools out there, colleges and high schools alike, that just have the most hilarious mascots, and we are not making these up.
First one is Scottsdale Community College, and they are the Fighting Artichokes. Which, I don't know, artichokes don't really strike fear into the hearts of opponents, but we researched this, actually.
We did, and it's quite amazing. It was done in protest, and it was done as a joke, but according to their high school, it is now, according to their college webpage, it is now beloved.
But yeah, this was the 1970s. Yeah. They were mad about all the money going into the sports budgets, particularly football. So Anyway, at some point, they had the students vote on the new mascot, and they all voted for a fighting artichoke.
Like, as a joke, to embarrass the school.
With the colors being pink and white.
Pink and white. The school didn't honor it. They didn't want to honor it.
No, we're not doing that.
But actually, it was legally binding.
Yeah, people got mad about it and fought it, and so they had another vote, and they did it again. So that was their mascot. A pink and white artichoke.
Yes. Now it's green. But if you look at their merchandise, it's just it's hilarious. It's an artichoke. For our next one, this one I don't even know if I can get through with a straight face.
Oh gosh.
This is
flashbacks.
Evergreen State College in Olympia, Washington. Their mascot is a gooey duck. What is that, you might ask? Spelled, mind you, Geoduck. Should we be telling people to Google it? I don't know if we should advise them. It's disgusting.
NSFW?
NSF, it is, I think. So, what is a gooey duck, do you ask?
Mollusk?
A mollusk. So it's like a clam and a snail put together. Apparently they can grow to be 1 meter long. They are kind of terrifying, to this school's credit.
They're disgusting.
They're disgusting.
If that's what you're going for.
It's so funny. We're making potatoes look good. And even, Pepperdine has the wave. The wave is chump change compared to this. Yeah, that thing's terrifying. Yeah. I'm glad he didn't come to Provo.
Seriously, though, if you don't know what we're talking about,
gooey
Google
duck.
A gooey duck.
Gooey duck. They also have outstanding merchandise. Yes, outstanding. All right, our last one. I think we saved the best for last, maybe.
This is my new favorite thing. I'm going to go there someday. Freeport High School pretzels. They are the pretzels. The fighting pretzels, probably. Their stadium is called the Pretzel Bowl.
Why do people think they can make food their mascots?
I don't know. It sounds amazing.
I mean, I do love food.
Can you imagine how good the pretzels are at their concession stands?
I can't, because we did find out, at least this one has some historical value to it. I mean, I guess artichokes does have historical value. It's just not. Anyway, it's called Pretzel City, USA. Freeport, Illinois has Germanic roots, and obviously Germans make the best pretzels. I think they invented pretzels. Apparently, pretzels were invented in
600 AD. I did Google that.
These are things that we learn in segments like this. So the pretzels. Jess, can you please tell us their motto, their slogan?
You can eat us, but you can't beat us. I love that so much. We were actually looking up their apparel that you can buy.
We want to buy it.
I really do. It's just, it says Freeport High School or whatever, and it has pretzels on it.
A pretzel. Their football helmets have pretzels on them. I'll put up a picture of that. And on that note, there are our worst mascots. Thank you to Mike. Send us some if you have any.
Yeah, especially if your high school was weird or different.
Yes, amen. Thank you, McKay Cannon. Shout out to the Spud King.
All right, Talk the Town this week. We are going to start with an award for Yoli Childs. This is from WCC Hoops on Twitter. Congrats to Yoli Childs of BYU Basketball for capturing the WCC Hoops Player of the Week. So he averaged 21.5 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 7.0 assists, and 1.5 blocks. That's an incredible stat line for 2 games.
Anytime anyone's averaging a double-double, come on.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Yoli, we kind of have a whole Yoli section here right now. Can you blame us?
We love him.
Yeah, and it was his birthday, like we said. We had to share this tweet from Yoli's brother, Macy? I can't. I'm sorry. But he tweeted this amazing picture, and baby Yoli is quite possibly the cutest thing I've ever seen.
They're both so cute.
In his little snowsuit.
I love it. I love that he said, I couldn't have asked for a better friend, mentor, role model, and big brother.
It's just
really
so
cute coming
sweet.
from a little brother. And then we also got this tweet from Rylan Bergerson. Happy birthday to my boy Yoli. And so it has this picture of him and Rylan, and I can't figure out how long ago this was taken.
They look like babies.
Yeah, they look really young, and maybe
did they play AU together?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering how long they've known each other. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe that's a high school picture.
Then and now, though. And that first picture has us wondering if we need a ship name for Rylan and Yoli, just like we have one for Yoli and Elijah.
Riley something.
Yolin?
Kelly, help us.
We're still talking about Yoli here.
Yeah, we're just going to keep this going.
This is from @BYU Swag. He was tweeting out a bunch of puns this past week, inspired by Cougs on Cougs. I don't know. But not just for Yoli, for other players, but this one for Yoli was really, really good. He said, "What childs is this?" Good. Speaking of our ship names.
Yes. If you missed it, Kelly Suko? I'm sorry, Kelly. I don't know how to say your last name.
At least we got the first name right now. Sorry, Kelly.
Sorry about that last time. We are dumb and didn't put 2 and 2 together. @JellyBelly Kelly on Twitter came up with our ship name for Elijah Bryant and Yoli Childs. I almost said it. Just don't want to get them mixed up. But the ship name she came up with them is Elijah Chiant, which is really great.
It's so good.
Like, that should have been so easy for
Why
us
didn't
to
we even
realize
think of that?
Because Eli and Yoli.
It's amazing,
Same
and
letters.
now we don't call them anything else.
It's just Elijah.
Yeah. Moving on to some football stuff. Mitch Harper tweeted out the things you see on Instagram Live, like Fred Warner with Josh Rosen.
I saw this on Instagram, and I did not realize that was Josh Rosen.
Read it, and I was like, did I read that wrong? And then I clicked on the picture, and there
sure
they
enough.
are. So I want to say Senior Bowl?
I'd imagine. Somehow we always bring this back to either Taysom or Jimmer, but usually both. So
on a good day.
Taysom this week played for the Saints in their playoff game.
Crazy game.
And had a almost blocked punt. He didn't actually end up blocking it, but it almost looked like he did.
I think he scared the punter again. He's terrifying, apparently.
He is scary.
For someone so handsome,
Especially
I don't know how.
like a kicker or punter. Anyway, so Louis Lapuaho tweeted out, Taysom would have made that tackle. This must have been something else.
At the end of the game, the Saints missed a key tackle.
Duh,
a player who played for Utah, by the way, not that that's here or there, missed a very, very important tackle. A tackle that, in fact, lost the Saints the game. Right. And so Louis Lapuaho tweeted this. Taysom would have made that tackle.
Yeah. And then Algie Brown quote tweeted him and said, shoot, he would have made the tackle strip plus scoop and score.
I just love that those two former players, they know what's up. All right, we're going to turn Talk of the Town into keeping up with the Cougars real quick, sticking with Taysom here. He obviously was in Minnesota with the Saints for that legendary game, and this was Thomas Moore said, Saints player said, business trip to Minnesota, finally gave me an excuse for a winter coat, and he even gave photobomb credit to Taysom Hill, and it's a quite good photobomb.
That is a good. I feel like you could cut that out and like put that.
Yeah, it's like it could be a meme. It should be a meme. In fact, I think Jen LC is kind of making it into her own meme because, of course.
Oh well, yeah. Also, Ben Criddle tweeted out that former BYU linebacker / defensive end Sai Tautu signed a reserve / futures deal with the Saints. Also, so he might be hanging out with Taysom.
Yeah, hashtag BYU Saints. I like it. So we like those future deals. That's a good sign of things to come. Like we said, Taysom or Jimmer. Here's Jimmer. So he was in the CBA, China Basketball Association All-Star Game. He said, great weekend in Shenzhen for the All-Star Game. Most importantly, we came home with the win. Thanks for all the support and love. I think his jersey looks so cool with his name in Chinese on the back of it.
It does look cool.
And people were obsessing over his shoes. I don't know if I quite love them as much as everyone else does, but people were into him.
Other news, Tyler Haws is back playing basketball, this time in Canada for the St. John's Edge. So,
that's a weird mascot. Speaking of, is their mascot an edge? Is that part of the team name?
I guess so.
Anyway.
Yeah, I did see his wife had Instagrammed a little bit of their new town, which I forget which one it is, but it looked really cute.
There are a lot of quaint little towns in Canada. So I saw a gif of a really good play he had too. So I think he's making an impact. I don't think that those players make a ton of money. But if it's the right situation for his family, then there you go. Yeah, playing time. Which I love that's important to Tyler. He just loves the game and wants to play the game. So there you go. Also, former BYU hoops players at the next level. We've still got someone in the NBA. So we had this tweet, a few days ago. This was on January 10th, saying that the Dallas Mavericks claimed Pelicans free agent Jalen Jones off waivers and waived Kyle Collinsworth.
Ew.
So both were on a two-way NBA contract, but then I heard Blaine Fowler over the weekend during the basketball game saying that Kyle Collinsworth had gotten picked back up, and we did in fact verify that he did get picked up, I think 3 days ago. So he wasn't waived for very long at all, less than a week, and he went into the game for the Mavericks tonight. So this time he signed to a 10-day deal.
Yeah. It's got to be such a rough business.
I know, but as you can imagine with these contracts, anything could happen. Yeah. They could keep you for 2 days instead of 10. They could sign you for 5 years instead of 10 days. So, I mean, they like him enough that they picked him back up.
And put him in the game.
Yeah, so there you go. Hoping for the best for Kyle. All right, so that is what we've got. As for what's next.
BYU plays Loyola Marymount this Thursday at 9 p.m. late game, 9 p.m. Mountain.
I'm going to wear my pajamas.
On ESPNU that time, not BYU TV. It's ESPNU, wear white. And then also Saturday, San Diego, 7 o'clock at the Marriott Center, this time on BYU TV, also wear white.
As for our sponsors, This week, our first sponsor is BYU Volleyball. We had to give them a huge shout out for taking down number 1 Ohio State in 5 sets. We have to imagine that was super thrilling and always fun to take down number 1.
Sure. And also sponsored by the lip sync from Elijah on their on Elijah's latest blog. If you missed it, we gift it, but it's worth checking out that blog.
Got to give a shout out to
I feel like that was
EB&J.
just for us since we had talked about the lip sync videos and bringing those back. So
Ask
we
and you shall
appreciate that.
receive, right? Mm-hmm. May you always stay loyal to the white and blue. For Jess, I'm Mary. We'll see you next week.